What is going on, guys? Dub Gaming here, and this is the second episode of my NBA 2K17 upgrade predictions. I know that a lot of players have already been upgraded in NBA 2K16 because of the dynamic ratings and things, but I think to an extent they didn't either upgrade a lot of people as much as they should or downgrade a lot of people as much as they should. And I don't think that that's really going to reflect too much towards their NBA 2K17 rating anyway. First up, we've got Rajon Rondo, who started off NBA 2K16 as a 77 overall, but went up to an 83 overall gold player with his dynamic rating. The Kings were bad last year, but Rondo did lead the league in assists. So for that reason, I think he's going to end up with an 82 overall, one lower than his dynamic from this year. And I have him on the Knicks because I have no idea where he's going to end up. I'm just taking a wild guess at the Knicks. But yeah, Rajon Rondo is going to be an 82 overall, I think, to start it off, because of the fact that he was so poor 2 seasons ago that I don't think they can really upgrade him much higher than that. And although he did look good on the Kings, he was on a bad team, so we'll see. He could be a good player to pick up with his dynamic rating card, because you never know, he could have another season where he averages nearly 12 assists a game with a good team, so he looks much better. Next up, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic, the beast out of Serbia, 7'4". Started off NBA 2K16 as a 69 overall, and for the first couple of weeks he was like 500 coins when Sim Villar was like 8k because no one knew who he was. So Bogdan Bogdanovic had a decent first season with the Spurs coming out of Belgrade. He averaged 5.5 points per game and just under 4 rebounds per game, and to be honest, while those stats aren't the best, he was on the Spurs, who won 67 games, So he was on the second best team in the NBA, one of the best teams of all time, the Spurs, and averaged that. If he was on a different team, his stats would have been a lot higher. But he actually got upgraded to a 77 overall in NBA 2K16 with his dynamic. But I think with stats as low as his, I can't see him going above 73 to 74, which is what I think he's going to end up. I think he's going to be a 74 overall silver, but a 74 overall 7'4" silver is going to be unbelievable in 2K17. He's going to be about 10k for the first couple of weeks the game comes out, but because he's so low rated, he's going to get pulled so much and his price is going to drop right down. Next up, we've got Damian Lillard, who coming into this season was expected to have a monster year because they thought he was going to be his team's only player. Everyone thought the Portland Trail Blazers were going to be pretty much a tanking team with Lillard having amazing stats. Well, one of those is right. Lillard averaged 25.1 points per game and but he actually led the Portland Trail Blazers to the 5th seed in the Western Conference, which is incredible considering they lost 5 of their 6 best players from the year before. Him and CJ McCollum led that team to over 40 wins. So in the end, Lillard didn't even get an All-Star selection, but he had such a good season after the All-Star break, including an absolute 53-point outburst against the Golden State Warriors. I think he's going to get upgraded to an 89 overall, just one shy of an amethyst, but an 89 overall with the potential to rise. I think that there's going to be very few amethysts, maybe 5 or 6, and I don't think he's in the best 5 or 6 players in the NBA, so I think he's going to be an 89 overall, but if you get that dynamic rating card within a couple of weeks, there's a very good chance it's going to go up. I can't see the Trailblazers doing that much in free agency, so I can still see Lillard leading that team. Next up, we've got Draymond Green. While his stats don't really shout one of the best players in the league, he did average 14 points, 9.5 rebounds a game, and 7.4 assists for the Golden State Warriors, who had the best regular season record of all time. His dynamic rating card is an 89 at the minute, but was up as high as 90 at some stages, and he made the All-NBA second team. But I think because of pretty much all the controversy around his what he's been doing in the playoffs, kicking Steven Adams, getting banned for Game 5 in the NBA Finals, I think that he's going to be, unless he has an unbelievable Game 7, which I hope this is out before Game 7, unless he has an incredible Game 7 and pretty much wins Finals MVP, I cannot see him going above an 88 overall. Again, he's another player where if you buy his dynamic rating card, he could go up, but I think this is going to be Green's best season. I think Green has peaked this year. The Warriors won't be as good next year, that's one thing for certain. They will not win more than 73 games. And more and more the team's relying on Clay and Curry. And to be honest, Draymond Green in any other setup is just a very good player. He made an All-NBA second team because he suited the Warriors, and I think that if the Warriors won't win 70 games. I think they're going to win maybe 62 games next year, and the worse the Warriors play, the worse Draymond Green looks. So if they're not up winning those 73 games, Draymond Green's card is going to drop fast. So I wouldn't advise picking him up to start next season for his dynamic anyway. Last up, we've got LeBron James, who I know in the last episode of the upgrades I said that Steph Curry was going to be the only diamond star NBA 2K17 and he was going to be the best player. But I said that after, I think it was game 1 of the finals. No, the finals hadn't even started actually when I uploaded that video. It was the Sunday before the finals started. LeBron James is averaging over 30 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks and 2 steals a game in the finals. LeBron James has proved he is the best player on the planet, without question right now. Steph is incredible. He had the best regular season of anyone in history. It was the first ever unanimous MVP. But LeBron is the best player on the planet. There's no question about that. And this year's finals, bringing it back from 3-1, 2 41-point games in a row. He's absolutely exceptional. I can see 2K giving LeBron James a 97 overall. Yep, one higher than I'm predicting that they're going to give Steph Curry, which I think is perfectly fair. LeBron had a better season than last year, even though there's a good chance to probably even lower it again and give Curry a 94 and LeBron a 95. But I can see both of them being diamonds to start NBA 2K17. LeBron has had his best final since 2013 and he had a 99 overall card the next year in NBA 2K14. So why wouldn't they give him a 97 overall minimum? So I'm predicting that even though his regular season was poor for LeBron standards, he still has led the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. I'll make sure I get this out before Game 7 anyway. But yeah, he has led the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the NBA Finals from 3-1 down. And in the 2 games to bring to 3-all, he's averaged over 10 rebounds, nearly 10 assists, 3 blocks, and 3.5 steals a game, along with 41 points per game, while shooting well over 50% from the field and 50% from 3 in elimination games. LeBron James, the best player on the planet, 97 overall is my prediction. I know there's going to be a lot of hate in the comments, but I don't care. This is my video. So that's it. These are 5 players that I think are 100% going to get upgraded from NBA 2K16 to NBA 2K17, and these are my predictions for their ratings. To be honest, there's a lot more of these that I plan on doing. I'm going to do it every 2 weeks. I know I said I was going to do it on downgrades on the Saturday, upgrades on the Sunday, but I just did not have time to put one out yesterday. Well, hopefully this goes up on the Sunday, and I'm going to try get both the upgrades one up today. I'm going to try get the downgrades one out either later today or Monday. So anyway, I'm going to keep doing these every 2 weeks. I'm going to do maybe 5-6 players upgrades, 5 or 6 downgrades a week until 2K17. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.